Okay, we can get started. Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. This is the 5-minute, super condensed introduction to the world of voiceovers. I will try to keep this to 5 minutes. My name is Roxanne Coyne. I have been working in voiceovers for at least 25 years, maybe longer, and I'm going to try to consolidate some thoughts for you here as concisely as I can. So let's start. Okay, I'm going to cover 4 topics here with you today. What is a voiceover? Is this field right for you? What can you expect if you choose to work in this field? And where the heck do you begin? Okay. Oh, I didn't welcome you to my lovely studio / dressing room. This is the quietest part of my house, and until my booth is built, which will be soon, I think, I record in here. I have my microphone and everything set up, and works pretty darn well. Okay, let's get started. What is a voiceover? Okay, I'm sure all of you are familiar with animation voiceover and video games. Those are very prominent fields, and probably you know a lot about them. You might even know more about those than I do. Anyway, there's a lot more to voiceover than just video games and animation, though. We've got radio announcers. We used to call them DJs. TV announcers, documentary narration, movie and TV promos. In a world. Sorry. Okay. Audiobooks. That voice from above when you're at the airport saying, Flight 257 to Dallas is leaving from gate 15. Those are voiceovers. The voice at Disneyland that warns you to keep your arms and legs inside the seat at all times. That's a voiceover. Robocalls. Don't tell anybody, but I do those. Shh. Explainer videos, how-to videos on the internet, e-learning, commercials, radio imaging, corporate narration, audiobooks, telephony, museum tours. It's a long list. There's a lot of work out there. That's good news. Number 2, is this profession right for you? Here are 4 things to consider. First, how does the idea of running your own business sound to you? Are you comfortable not having a steady job? You will be unemployed most of the time. Is acting something that you see yourself doing? Are you willing to embrace technology and learn the technical aspects of recording voiceovers from home and also getting audio to your clients? There's a lot of technical stuff in voiceover. To be a voiceover artist and to be successful, you really do have to embrace all 4 of those things. Okay, point number 3. What can you expect as a voiceover artist? First, a lot of competition. It is a very competitive field. It's just like acting. You are auditioning for just about every job that you do. That can be tiring, so you got to kind of get comfortable with that. Second, you will need to specialize if you choose to become a voiceover actor. You'll need to have a niche. In acting terms, that's called knowing your casting. It's a lot easier to get work if you know your casting, if you know what you're good at. Most voiceover performers do specialize in 1, 2, or 3 different fields. For example, I do a lot of corporate narration, a lot of e-learning, and a lot of telephony work. Now and then I get lucky and I book a commercial. Now and then I get lucky and book an audiobook. But most of my work is in those 3 areas of expertise. And there are really good reasons for this. First, it makes it easier for casting directors and producers to hire you. After some time, they kind of know who you are and they know what you do, and you'll become a go-to person for that agency or that producer. It also allows you to fine-tune your skills in a few areas as opposed to trying to do everything. It's better to be really good at a couple of things than to be okay at a bunch. And like I said, this is a very competitive field, so you'll want to put your best foot forward and play to your strengths always. Also, it can save you money and time. By specializing in a certain field, you're going to be directing your marketing efforts and your training to that particular area rather than getting spread so thin. That can get tiring and very, very expensive. So right now, you may not even know what your niche is, and that's totally okay. It might take years for you to figure it out. But just start thinking about where you see yourself working. and, put your efforts in that direction. Are you a character actor? Are you funny? Are you really good with improv? Are you a presenter? Do you speak clearly? Do you have a certain trait that makes you unusual? Do you have a really strong accent? That can help. Do you speak a foreign language? I speak Spanish and English. I'm a native speaker of Spanish and English. That was a really easy niche for me to jump into. The corporate world needs people who are bilingual, and so that made me easy to cast. Anyway, it takes time to figure out what your niche is, so don't stress over it, but I'm just telling you that, it's better to do a few things well rather than trying to do too many things just so. Let's see. Okay. I don't even know where I am in my thing, but anyway, the third thing I want to tell you is that you will be running your own business as a voiceover talent, or even as an actor. You'll be running a business, and so in order to be successful, you're going to have to do all the things that other businesses do. And that's roughly divided into 4 different areas. Marketing, which basically means looking for work. Administration, which is managing all your financial stuff, getting your invoices out, processing your payments, bookkeeping, filing, keeping contact lists, all that business stuff. That's a big part of your business. Ongoing education. Just because you took some classes and now you're a voiceover artist doesn't mean you can stop your education. It's really just the beginning. Just like an athlete continues to train once they're a professional, they might even train harder now that they're a professional. You have to keep up your skills. You have to get better at what you do. You have to keep reevaluating, seeing, oh my gosh, am I falling into a rut? Are my reads fresh? You've got to stay with it. So you got to keep learning. And that's just with performance. The other part of ongoing education involves all your technical skills. Technology's always changing, evolving, and you have to keep up with it. Finally, the last part about running a voiceover business, once you've got the administration, the marketing, the ongoing education, maybe you'll even get a chance to record some VO. So that's the fourth part, is actual production of your voiceovers. And the reason I left it for last is because once you got all those other things done, the voice recording is like 10 or 20% of what you actually do. But that's just reality. I mean, it's just how it is. So what can I say? Okay, finally, how the heck do you get started? This is a hard thing to answer. There is no degree program for voice acting. If you're going to college, major in something that you love, that excites you, something that will provide you with a lucrative career path, something that you would love to do besides voiceover. If you're going to a trade school, find a trade that is satisfying and that excites you and that will provide you a really solid path forward. And I say this because you want to be a well-educated, well-rounded person no matter what you do. And just going to acting school or just going to voiceover classes, you might get good at voiceover, but you've got a whole other life to lead. So be that person. Embrace education. Embrace any educational opportunities that you can think of that will make you a better voiceover person. I know people who have come to this profession from very different fields. One of them was a flight attendant. Another is a historian and a writer. She's trying to produce museum audio tours now. You see how that works? You bring your past experience into your voiceover career, and it will only enrich what you do. So, again, how do you start? Look for a reasonably priced introductory voiceover class at a community college, for example. ACC has an actors school that has voiceover as part of their curriculum. That might be a great place for you to begin. It'll give you a chance to get in front of a microphone, or behind a microphone as it were, and take a shot at reading some copy and learn a little bit about other aspects of the business that we can't cover here today. Also, take advantage of some free resources on the internet. There are some incredible podcasts out there that are just full of incredible information that will really give you an insight into the day-to-day of this profession. You don't have to spend any money to do those. What else? Oh, a community, a supportive community. The voiceover community is incredible. We are all over the world, and we are, I would say, generally speaking, a fairly generous, good-hearted group of people. And you can find a mentor within the community. There's an organization called World Voices, which is fantastic. We're trying to raise the level of performance. We're trying to keep our rates higher. We're trying to be good employees, be good producers, be good neighbors. A lot of the voiceover profession is going to be learned from other people, from professionals who have gone before you, who can teach things and pass along some wisdom. So I cannot overemphasize the importance of becoming part of a community. Very, very key. And finally, if you're going to go into voiceover, know that this is going to be a gradual process. You can't overnight just say, I'm a voiceover and I'm going to be successful. You can make a lot of money in voiceovers. You can have a wonderful and lucrative career. But it takes time. It takes time to develop your talents and to build your business. So don't expect instant success. And don't believe anybody who assures you that after their 2-week seminar, you're going to come out with a demo and everybody's going to be wanting to hire you. It's not true. It does not happen that way. Be careful, okay? Guard your money and just know that it takes time to do anything well. You can start also by volunteering your services. Look for opportunities to do voiceovers. My very first gig was in high school. I was in a play, and they needed somebody who could do a French accent and speak on the PA system during the play. And so I did that, and it was awesome, and it was really fun. Create opportunities for yourself, whether that's recording somebody's answering machine message or just sending out audio messages to your friend. Get comfortable speaking and hearing your own voice through a microphone or through speakers. It sounds different. It's kind of a shock to people. I think that's pretty much it. Be a well-rounded person. Get an education. Your life experience will only help to make your voiceover work stronger. Have a point of view about things. Be interested. Be curious. You need to be somebody who's really willing to just go out there and embrace life and embrace opportunity and be creative. You have to be. You have to be in order to run a successful business, whether it's in voiceover or anything else. I want to just address one misconception that I hear all the time. You may have been told in your life that you have an incredible voice and that you should be doing voiceovers. Let me tell you, it's not true. Listen to me. I don't have a great voice. I just sound like somebody's mom. And I am somebody's mom. And you know what? That's okay. It's a good thing. It actually gets me a lot of work. Okay? You are fine. It's not about the sound of your voice. It's about your dedication, your commitment to your craft, how well you run your business, how motivated you are. Those are the things that will get you hired and will make people remember you. Not because you sound like this. Although if you do sound like this, you probably will be memorable, but not for the reasons that you might want to be memorable. Okay? That's all I can say. I think I've talked over 5 minutes. Okay? So if you would like any more information, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to put together some resources for you for further study and exploration. It's been great talking to you. Break a lip. Take care. Out.